Good afternoon. Thank you, everyone that came out today. Giving remarks will be Baltimore County Police Chief Terrence B. Sheridan, Federal Bureau of Investigations, Baltimore Field Office, Acting Special Agent in Charge Jennifer Moore, and Acting Baltimore Police Commissioner Michael Harrison. And representing the Arundel County Police Department will be Major Ross Passman. The reason for today's press conference is to announce the arrest of 3 suspects who've been responsible for over 50 robberies in the Baltimore City, Baltimore County, and Arundel County area. As of starting in November of 2018, detectives and agents from these multiple agencies realized that there were a string of robberies occurring in the metropolitan area that matched similar suspects. Our subsequent investigation, joint investigation that involved all these agencies, resulted in the identification of 3 suspects and the arrest of these suspects on March 1st. The suspects have been identified as Dontrell Eric Glover, 27 years old, of the 1800 block of West Saratoga Street, Marquise Devon Moore, 32 years old, of the 100 block of Thomas Guidera Circle, and Malik Anton Rankin, 26 years old, of the 2500 block of Hollins Street. All 3 suspects are being held at the Baltimore County Detention Center right now, pending multiple charges that they will be facing, additional armed robbery charges, and they are all being held on denied bond status. At this point, I'd introduce Chief Terrence B. Sheridan.
Thank you, Corporal. And I'm going to thank our partners for coming today, because this wouldn't be a success without the cooperation, collaboration of federal and local law enforcement. Great example of how we work together in trying to make our communities safe. As Corporal Vincent pointed out, these 3 suspects who have been charged are responsible for robberies in the Baltimore metropolitan area that hit 76 robberies they're responsible for. We have 18 here in Baltimore County, 4 in Anne Arundel, and 54 in Baltimore City. That's a lot of robberies and a lot of potential for harm to people. And if it weren't for the diligence of the detectives working together, the hard work of the detectives, we wouldn't have had the success. But what's important to all of us here, our federal partners and the Baltimore Police and the Anne Arundel County Police and Baltimore County, of course, is to make our communities safe. And when we have this number of robberies going on, we have to work even harder than ever to make sure we do remain safe. And I think the success that came out today is part of what we're going to see in the future. The more collaboration we have, the more we're going to be successful in making the arrest. Our detectives in the robbery section of the Baltimore County Police Department work very closely with the robbery detectives in Anne Arundel and Baltimore City, and of course the support from the FBI in this case. But it wouldn't be successful without the collaboration and the teamwork. And with that, I'll turn it over to Corporal Vincent again, excuse me.
Right now, I'd like to introduce from the Federal Bureau of Investigations, Baltimore Field Office, is Acting Special Agent in Charge, Jennifer Moore.
Good afternoon. As they've introduced me, I'm Jennifer Moore. I'm the Acting Special Agent in Charge of the Baltimore Field Office of the FBI. First and foremost, I'd like to thank our Baltimore Violent Crimes Task Force, our state, our local, and federal partners for their tireless and dedicated work in this investigation. The Violent Crimes Task Force is made up of members of Baltimore County, the Baltimore County Police Department, the Baltimore Police Department, the Coward County Police Department, the Anne Arundel Police Department, and the Maryland State Police. The task force has worked tirelessly to get us to where we are today. The rest of these 3 individuals will send a strong message to those who wish to wreak havoc in our community and make it a less safe place to live. Together with our state, federal, and local partners, we will work tirelessly and endlessly to make this a safe community to live in for everyone who reside, work, and/or visit here. The FBI is very concerned about violent crime and criminal enterprises that threaten the safety of the citizens of Maryland. The FBI remains committed to disrupting all crime through intelligence-driven investigations and our partnerships. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Commissioner Harrison. Excuse me.
Good afternoon. Let me thank you, Chief, for your hospitality. I want to thank all of our my peers and my colleagues for joining me today. And this investigation showed, as the chief said, great collaboration in police work. So I want to thank and congratulate everybody involved for their hard work and determination in closing this case. The Baltimore Citywide Robbery Unit, the Baltimore County Police, the FBI Baltimore Field Office, the Arundel County Police Department. And I've already seen in my short time here that the BPD has great law enforcement partners at all levels, the local, state, and at the federal level. And I can't overstate how important that is. That's why it was so important to close this case. More than 50 robberies in Baltimore City alone. We had to take these people off the street, and together we did. And so we will continue working together with all of our partners to determine if these suspects are responsible for any other crimes in the area. We are together in this crime fight, and we together will make our community safer. And thank you once again.